guys, welcome back to a new series on the channel. For those of you who do not know, I am a huge fan of the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, and wow, that's pathetic pretty much. I thought it would be fun while we are kind of in this in-between for the ending of September, beginning of October, before we start our October Spooktober games, that it'd be a little bit of fun for me to relax by playing a little bit of one of my favorite card games. Now, while I am familiar with all of the series, having not watched Arc 5 or Ville Reigns, but knowing of the cards, I am obviously, like most of you, most familiar with the original series, the Duelist Kingdom, the Battle City, Duel Monsters, the original card game. So I thought it'd be fun to run through these duels, play through, pretty much right now my plan is to play through till the end of Duelist Kingdom. And we'll see if we continue from there, but I thought it'd be kind of fun. I already played through this one because it's very much just a tutorial duel. But for now, I figured we should get started and enjoy the game. If you don't know who these two are, I am so sorry. You're about to learn the story of Yu-Gi-Oh! That afternoon, Yugi and his friends were at his grandpa's game shop. He wanted to show them his prized possession. Gramps, could you show my friends the awesome super special chocolate fudge-coated rare card? You mean my special card? Yep. It's the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Anyways, rich kid that goes to public school for whatever reason, Seto Kaiba shows up and is like, yo, you gotta give me a Blue Eyes. And he's like, you already got 3. And he's like, yeah, but I want 4. And there's only 4 in the world, and he takes Grandpa's. Kidnaps Grandpa, beats the crap out of him in a card game, and some reason that makes him go to the hospital. And now, it's up to Yugi to beat Kaiba because Kaiba just tore up the Blue Eyes because there's only 4 in the world. Kaiba can only use 3 in his deck, so there doesn't need to be a 4. My treasure! Take this. It's Grandpa's cards. Alright. Yu-Gi-Oh! So, for those of you who are a little confused, Yugi has the spirit of the Pharaoh in his little pyramid thing you can see there in the bottom left. The Millennium Puzzle, which he uses to cheat in card games and beat up people. Now, I could use my own deck for this card game, but I thought it'd be a lot more fun if we used the story mode decks. Because this is going to make it a lot harder. Because, let me be clear here, the story mode decks, usually not very good. Especially in these early series, where it's going to be cards like Dark Magician and Karibo, which have no synergy. So our win condition to rate this game is to get the 5 pieces of Exodia, because that's an instant win. So a lot of our game right now is going to be doing stuff like that, and ending our turn and hoping that he doesn't kill us. Yeah, so this is old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Where pretty much cards, the monsters were not that important compared to cards like the spells. So all these little cards with like the yellowish border around them are normal monsters. They have no effects, they're just there for stats. As you can see, our Giant Soldier Storm has 1300 next to that little axe. That's his attack points, it's what he hits with. Whereas 2000 next to that shield is his defense points. Those are what he's going to defend with. I'm not going to explain the whole card game to you. I will put a link in the description if I feel like it to a series from a guy I believe who does a much better job explaining this. I've enjoyed his content for a little bit. But for the most part, monsters without effects aren't going to be very good as the series goes on, but for now they're important. But cards like our Dark Hole here and Raigeki are great no matter what area you're in. So the spells and traps right here, way more important than our monsters. Ooh, Heart of the Underdog. Let's see. If I could see. Alright. So for a minute, we're going to, yeah, blow up a Judge Man because that's just too big. We could go in for some damage. Actually, I think I will. We'll use Silver Bank. Our life points really don't matter right here. Like I said, we're trying to get to Exodia because it's an insta win button. Because once you get all 5 pieces of the Forbidden One, no one can stop you. And our goal is pretty much just to stall the game until Kylo can't win, and hope that he doesn't summon enough Blue Eyes to kill us. If we beat him via life points, great. If not, that's not really our goal. Now, the reason I said Heart of the Underdog is really good is if we draw one of those cards with the yellow borders, a normal monster, we can show it and draw again. And if that also happened to be another normal monster, we can show that and draw again. And it just keeps going and going and going. So that's going to help us get all of our pieces, because 4 out of the 5 of them are normal monsters. And a lot of our cards in this current game are normal monsters. Stupid! Gift of the Mystical Elf has got 2,000. Ooh, Graceful Charity. So just like I was saying earlier about spell cards that are really good no matter what, Graceful Charity is banned because it's too good. Unfortunately, it didn't really let us draw anything good. Lets you draw 3 cards and discard 2. Dying. Now if you're playing like Pokemon, you may look at that and be like, oh, draw 3 and you have to discard 2? That doesn't seem too good, but in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, we're playing with the graveyard as you go on. It's pretty much a second hand. And draw cards are pretty good no matter where. Cards like Graceful Charity are way too good to come back now. It is typically considered one of, if not the best card in the game. As it allows you to not only go plus, ooh, wow, 3, but also set up 2 cards in your graveyard to use later. Awesome, we are getting a streak off at Heart of the Underdog. And this is why Heart of the Underdog Exodia is a really annoying deck to play. Oh, we have 4 pieces, we just need to get 1 more. Alright. Can you stand up to my Celtic Guardian? Apparently. Alright, well we got 4 pieces of Exodia. We just need to draw 1 more and a 22 card deck. Yes, I should absolutely discard a piece of Exodia and lose. That sounds like a perfect plan to me. Alright, pot of green. Draw 2 cards. This is another one of those cards that I was saying, really good. There we go, insta win button. Exodia! The Forbidden One! It's not possible! Nobody has ever summoned him before! And there we go. First game over, we beat Koiba. Mind crush him so he gets to be a good guy later on, and now we've attracted the attention of one Maximilian Pegasus. Yugi boy. And we got a Blue Eyes! Alright. Now this game does something cool, but we're not going to really experiment with it now. We may do it later. Where you can play as the bad guy. You can use their deck against the protagonists. Now, of course, that usually means you're up against a disadvantage because you're supposed to win with the protagonists. But I still think it's cool. So, next up we'll be doing Yugi versus Weevil. Long story short here, Pegasus right there, that guy on the right, going to attack. We're going to duel Yugi in a VHS tape, and steals the soul of his grandpa with his Millennium Eye, because Yugi sucks and doesn't know how to keep track of timers. Because Maximilian Pegasus wants the power of all the Millennium items. Yugi! Then he's like, yo, come to my island. Win the tournament, you may get your grandpa's soul back. So now we're on an island, and we're gonna duel Weevil Underwood, the regional champ. That's right, he won a whole region. He was in bugs. And if Weevil Underwood is the worst you think these puns are gonna get, I have some bad news for you. I have some bad news for you. Alright. But here we go. So we have lost Exodia because Weevil threw it into the ocean, because Weevil's a tool. So now we have to rely on actual damage. I know, tragic. We actually have to play the card game instead of stalling. But the good news is Weevil is garbage and does not have blue eyes. He relies on a terrible card called the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, which is probably one of the worst cards in existence in the real card game. Because it takes 5 turns to summon it, and if you miss your chance, it's gone. And it only has 3,000, like 3,200 attack points, and it has no effect. It's terrible. Speaking of terrible, your forest is gone. Burning Lands destroys all field spells and burns you for 500 during each standby phase. Meaning my Celtic Guardian is bigger than your aunt. You suck. You suck, Waboku. Blocks attacks, reduces damage down to 0. But it doesn't matter, because you're still on fire. Although that second forest is unfortunate. As is a tribute. Hercules Beetle? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Ah, this is bad. We got no good cards in our hand. Despite the fact that 1700 is not that big, we have nothing that we can summon because Summon Skull and Curse of Dragon are level 5s and 6s, which means that they take a tribute, just like how his Hercules Beetle did. You need to have a monster on the field to sacrifice before you can summon them. Monsters that are level 7 or 8, like Blue Eyes White Dragon or Dark Magician, also take 2 tributes. Need to get something that lets me special summon. That's not great. Spellbinding Circle does not let me special summon, but it's okay. Would have been better if I had it with Celtic Guardian. No. Yay, we're on fire. Tribute 1, summon Hercules Beetle. Yep. Wunderbar. Orphic. Could not be better. Spellbinding Circle prevents your monster from attacking or changing its battle position, so that Hercules Beetle is useless for now. Unfortunately, he has the second one. And I don't think we have anything bigger than 1700 in our deck. That's perfect. That's a good card. Mirror Force. If you attack me, I say no you and blow up all your attack position monsters, which are the monsters that are placed down vertically. If they're horizontal like before, they're in defense mode. Once again, not going to explain everything. You'll want to know how to play the game, link description. Otherwise, just be here for the terrible commentary and the worst summary of Yu-Gi-Oh! You're ever going to hear. Kaboom. I say no you. And now I have the advantage, except none of the cards in my hands can be played. Ooh, but that's good. Now, unfortunately, our own Burning Lance is working against us because we have significantly lower life points. Now, if I could draw a card, that'd be... maybe we could turn around. Draw a singular monster. Alright, Resonance Insect. Yeah, that's not perfect. Oh joy, a second Burning Lance to kill myself faster. Just what I needed. A monster? Never heard of it. Where's Celtic Guardian or Griffor when you need them? Hey, it's Karibo. It's not good, but it'll work. We're gonna die by our own Burning Lands. The Swords of Revealing Light prevents him from attacking for 3 turns. my gosh. Yep, we lost because of our own burning lands because we couldn't draw a monster until now. Horn of the Unicorn to give us big thunder demons. Ka-chow. Yep, perfectly ultimate Great Moth. 3500, can't be summoned. Only be summoned using that petite moth thing he had, the little caterpillar. For 5 turns while equipped with a cocoon. It's bad, don't do it. It's probably one of the worst cards in the game. Yeah, don't do anything. I know you, Stalin. You're like the Russian guy. Oh well. We has lost. Yes, I surrender. We will reclaim victory in second try. Like I said, these story mode decks not good, especially early on. They have some synergies, but no, they don't. But that's what makes them fun and nostalgic, because whatever he felt like writing is what got in the deck. Cards like Griffor, why the hell are they here? Because why not? What, you can draw something better than Griffor? Probably. Draw 3 cards, discard 2, we don't want Monster Reincarnation, it's bad. Makiyu's not good either. Throw your forest down, you fool. You boost Griffor. Oh, that's not fair. Only I'm supposed to have broken spells. Not laser cannon. Oh, that's actually kind of bad. Now it actually is bigger than Griffor. But you know what it's not bigger than? Our skeleton elephant. If I give it a unicorn horn. And another unicorn horn. Now it's big, big. Curse you and your Wabokus. You're not progressing the game state, you're just stalling. Polymerization. Polymerization allows us to combine 2 cards into 1 fusion monster. Unfortunately, there's no good fusion monsters yet. Oh well. For now, we'll just keep attacking with our unicorn pretending dead mammoth. What do you mean this is a weird card game? A second dead mammoth should even things out. Go, Mammoth Graveyard. Accomplish nothing. Go, bigger Mammoth Graveyard. Accomplish something. Well, the good news is our wasteland is... Right now he has no forest, so our wasteland is working pretty one-sided. That's nice. Ooh, and we have a Cursed Dragon. That's even bigger than our small Mammoth Graveyard. So now we have a dragon. Baby dragon. Oh, that's Joey. Come on, Yugs. We gotta go beat him down with our Brooklyn Rage. But yeah. That's next episode. Hint. I don't know how to do Joey, or Yugi, or anybody. We could draw a Gaia the Fierce Knight. We could fusion summon. We could make one of the fusion monsters. That's not Gaia the Fierce Knight, but it's close. It's better than Gaia. Curse of Dragon. Can't be Cocoon of Evolution. Yeah, that'd be the cocoon that he has to put on his little moth right there to make Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth in 8 turns. Or 8 turns, 5 turns. It's very dumb. Alright, we got our Burning Lands. I could put them on a timer, but we don't need to do that. Our Big Mammoth is a better timer. The goal of the game is to get your opponent's life points down to 0 by hitting them, usually. When you're not exodiating. I forgot to tribute my Mystical Elf because we don't need it. We're not on the defense, we're on an offense for Summon Skull. So baby, burn the ant down. Big timer. And game. Alright. Well, there we go. It's over. I have won. Your moth is dead. You suck. And in the meantime, now that we've beat him, game over, and we will be back next time with the Harpy Lady with Joey's debut. Until then, you'll have a great one. Goodbye.